working on different sectors like providing supports to the underprivileged. We also have launched many of our projects, which is helping the daily wages and the slums people. You can obviously visit to the social platforms. Now coming to the UPSC classes, the organization has started these classes in order to provide the supports to all the one who has a weaker economic sections. So you will be getting, I would say that this class is not a full resource or a study material type, but yes, you will be time to time will be getting in and resources to study and where you can refer. We have a faculty member who will be helping you at all the moment, but still we obviously we suggest you that you should focus more and more on your own readings, on your own concepts building. But today we are here we have organized this orientation program so that you can get an insight about the UPSC examinations and how to proceed with this forms. So we have today Himansh Shekhar sir with us. He will be talking to you about certain subjects, about the how to go ahead with these subjects and what are the basic concepts you need to follow. So Himansh Shekhar sir, are you here? If you can, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, and the session is all yours.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
Himansh Shekhar sir, you are muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Okay, ma'am. Now, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, yes, you
Yes,
can
sir.
continue.
Just wait, I'm sharing the screen. Okay. Everyone able to watch my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Please be ready with your notes also. Just take a one paper. Okay. I will be giving some important things. Okay. Okay, good evening, all of you. Myself, Himansh Shekhar. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Voice is
Yes, sir.
Yes,
clear
sir.
or not?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Visible.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, friends, good evening. And actually, I am the faculty of polity and governance. Okay, na? So basically, today is the small orientation section. Okay, some of the students don't know about the syllabus and about the approach. Some are beginners, very really beginners. So for them, I want to help you. Okay, remember, UPSC is absolutely a long journey. You have to be disciplined and be patient and be stick to and commitment to your preparation. Okay, so you have a dream to be an IAS or IPS or IRS, whatever it may be, but you are today you are a aspirant. Okay, so generally I will talk about the examination. Okay, today agendas are simply about examination and syllabus, UPSC, CSC only. Okay, and second thing, syllabus roughly, not detail. Okay, and about my topic, which is polity plus governance. Okay, both I will take simultaneously as per the time requirement. And fourth one is doubts from your side if you have any myths, or else fourth one is how to approach the subject. Okay, and final thing, doubts from your side, doubts, anything you can ask regarding these two subjects. And sixth one, it's very important, any doubt you have already in your minds, okay, about optional subjects, okay, about anything. Okay, we have several papers and pattern of examination, everything you can ask, not an issue. At the end of the session you can ask me. Okay, just a second, keep in line. Okay, now we start with about examination. Okay, every year it is there is examination for the higher level of post. It's like seems to be group 1 or all India services for both IAS and IPS only included. Okay, it will be conducted by UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. The CSC means Civil Services Examination. Okay, and generally the notification will come on Feb or March. Okay, this year it is absolutely in March. Okay, and the first phase. Okay, what are the phases of examination? It will be 3 stages. First is prelims, and there is a mains examination, and there will be a interview. Okay, or you can take it as a interview or PT, personality test. Okay, there is no medical. Specifically, they won't mention it. For IPS and some of the services, for UT police services and everything, you need to go for this physical examination also and medical. And remaining thing you can. Generally, these are the things. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So generally the CSC examination will be conducted under the 3 stages. One is prelims and mains and the interview or personality test. So prelims will be under 2 papers only. It will be GS, General Studies. Okay. And second is CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test. It will be both are objective MCQs papers only. Okay, multiple choice question and answers. You have to bubble the things. Okay, you have to choose that choose the correct answers, whatever. Okay, na? And GS paper 1 will be what? It will be cutoff oriented. Okay, government will give you the cutoff marks, and there will be some according to their category. Okay, na? As per category OC and OBC and SC, ST. And then PH, other categories also there. Okay, for others also they will give you some cutoff marks. So GS paper will be under 200 marks. Remember, it will be 200 marks. It is conducted under the 200 marks, and the CSAT will be under 300 marks. So the qualifying for this exam, please be silent. I want 100% attention. Please be remember and keep calm. If you have any doubt, you can raise your hands. Okay. Otherwise, please be silent. So preliminary examination will be 2 papers, 2 question papers they will give, morning session and afternoon session. So in morning session, you will be writing this GS paper, General Studies paper. Okay. This will be 200 marks, completely MCQs, and CSAT is also completely MCQs. No need to worry about the answer writing. It's not a descriptive papers. These are objective papers only. Okay, and the qualifying marks will be released by the UPSC itself. Okay, out of 200 marks, you need to get some extent of cutoff marks. Okay, I think so for OBC it will be this year and next year they will give you that marks. If OC need to get at least of 1 or 2 marks, so above 1 or 2 to above 200 between are qualified for this examination under the OC category if they are giving cutoff as a 1 or 2 marks. Okay, so likewise, if you are below these marks, you are not qualified for the further examination called mains. Okay, and remember CSAT paper will be under 300 marks. Just you need to get almost 85 to 80 marks now. That means 33% is a qualifying marks. Okay, you need to just get that out of 80 marks is enough. Okay, in CSAT paper you will have nearly aptitude and logical reasoning and English and maths up to CBSE 10th level. Okay, CBSE 10th level only, and English is also same up to 10th level only. you no need to worry about the CSAT paper. Okay, if you are strong enough maths at the level of 10th class, you can be qualify this examination with no worries. Just you need to revise your previous papers of CSAT, at least of 10 to 15 papers, and go through some topics of English. Okay, and if you know any logical reasoning questions, you can answer. Okay, and this paper is absolutely normal paper, but you have to be take care of this. Okay, you need to get 80 marks or more than 80. That's enough. 80 to 90 marks is enough to qualify this paper. Okay, remember, prelims 2 papers are only in the nature of qualifying. They are not listed for the merit. Okay, after these 3 examinations, UPSC will give you the merit list. Okay, after this final interview personality test, UPSC will give that merit list. In that merit list, they will be in this, you will have a name of the candidate and service of selection, either IAS, IFS, IRS, okay, railway services, Indian Naval Audit Services. These are the things. Okay, so you have to go through these 3 main stages. Okay, I'm going clear about that prelims paper. In GS paper, you will have all the things like general studies only. You will have polity and history, modern history mainly, modern history. Most probably you will have the syllabus. Don't worry. Okay, and just wait. I will show you this thing. Okay. Do not bother about the rumors. Just follow the notification. So, are you able to see this UPSC CSC notification for the examination of
Yes, sir.
2021? Okay. In this, you will have all the information. It is
Yes, sir.
nearly 161 pages. Okay. It having all information about the services. Okay. Everything. Indian Administrative Services, Foreign Services, IFS. Okay. And IPS. Every services, about everything in this, you will get the information. Okay. Basic information. Okay. And the examination centers for the prelims. Okay, and for mains examination centers, everything you will get. Okay, from overall cast, eligibility of the candidates also. Okay, you should be citizen of India and Nepal and Bhutan, and some of the persons who are refugees are from the Bhutan before, after this 1962, because that's the time where we have a war with India and China. Okay, 1962 it happened, but okay, for 1961 it's happened actually. After that, Tibet is taken over by this China. So there is some persons who are refugees from the, they don't want to stay in the Tibet and they came here. Okay, all over the persons who are Indians, Nepal and Bhutan are also eligible for this CSC examination. Okay, clear? And age limit will be, if you are crossed the 21 years at the time of your final year of degree, you are eligible. Okay, even though you are not completed, but you are still studying in final year, you are also eligible for this examination. Okay, you can write during this your final year of your graduation, any degree. Remember, any degree, even though you are studying in open universities or distance educations or anything, correspondence, are also eligible if you are getting a certificate, your graduation certificate from recognized university from the government. Okay, even though you are studying from the open universities, that means open school or distance educations are also eligible, but choose the university must be from the recognized by central government of India. Okay, don't worry, you no need to the required regular degree. Okay, any doubt? So this is the minimum educational qualification. Is just you need to be undergraduate. Okay, you need to
Sir,
clear
can
your
you
graduation.
say, sir,
Yeah,
can you share this in the group, sir? Can you share
Yeah, I
this,
will share you.
this
Don't worry.
PDF
It is
in the-
open one. It is
Okay,
open
sir.
source one. Okay, you can get in
Okay,
UPSC
sir.
main website.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
every year they
thank you.
will give you. And remember, in this you have everything. Okay, that means you have a syllabus of each and every option subject also. Okay, UPSC will give you the clear-cut notifications also. In this, you will get everything. Okay, and just a second, I'm talking about the syllabus only. I'm just checking for the syllabus. These are the categories for other than SC, ST, OBC. These are the subcategories for the physically challenged functions. Okay, for them. Eligibility of the aviation availing reservations, it's common. Just leave it. This is not for us. See, this is the plan. Section 1 is there. Okay, plan of the examination. The civil services examination is a preliminary examination is objective type. Okay, mains examination will be descriptive type, and next one is personality test. Okay, in personality test, no need to worry. Okay, if once you are qualified for the personality test, then you are just going for interview. It will be fun. Don't worry. And then see, this is the syllabus. This is the pattern. Okay, I'm talking about the preliminary syllabus. Okay, here you will get the syllabus. Be remember, read the authenticated syllabus only. Okay, remember this thing. Whatever the things you are present in the syllabus, this is the C. This one. Okay, are you able to see the screen? Are you able to read this document?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Part A. This is the morning section examination. It will be under 2 hours of examination. Preliminary examination under GS paper 1. Okay, this is the GS. Preliminary examination paper, GS paper. Morning session, it will be done for 2 hours. Okay. And in this syllabus, we are having history of India. That means some extent of medieval history and something, it will be added. But Indian national movement, that means modern India completely. Okay, and India and world geography. Remember, world geography means physical, social, economic geographies. That means geography subject some extent. Okay, just have this glimpse of idea what to read, what not to read. Okay, this is the simple pattern they have given. Okay, and there is first point is there, current events and international importance. Okay, that means current affairs are required for this examination. Okay, for the preliminary examination also. And remember this one, economic and social development, sustainable development, poverty, inclusive growth, and everything. This means comes under the economy and social welfare schemes. Okay, you will have economy and social welfare schemes, and also something quality and governance. These are the subjects I'm talking about. And environmental studies, biodiversity, climate change, some extent some science and technology, general science. And general science means it will be included biology, science and technology, some extent of physics, chemistry, bit. That's it. Up to 10th level, it's enough. Okay, no need to go for deep knowledge. Just up to 10th level of general science is enough. And current affairs, there will be some questions regarding ISRO, DRDO. There is a new functions. There is a defense having new missiles. These type of things also you need to remember. Okay, fine. Clear about the GS paper 1? It will be, it's under 200 marks. Okay, so for this you need to get some qualifying marks. Okay, the government will release this cutoff marks, and then everything will be fine. Don't worry, it is completely objective oriented. But remember, this is mandatory one. These are mandatory papers. You have to be qualified for this exam. Okay, and remember this one, paper 2. Okay, it is under 200 marks only this year. Okay, it is having comprehensions, English only, interpersonal skills, that means English only, and then logical reasoning, analytical ability, and arithmetic, general mental ability, maths, simple maths, basic numeracy up to 10th level. If you see this one, you will have this. Okay, this is the 4th point in this page. Logical reasoning, decision making, and problem solving, general mental ability, basic numeracy. That means the general mathematics up to 10th level. Okay, fine. The paper 2 will be fixed paper, and 33% you need to qualify at least. Okay, the question papers will be under multiple choice, objective type only. There is no mandate. It is mandatory for the candidates who are appearing for the both the papers of preliminary papers of CSC, as well as this is the qualifying paper for IFS also. You know, generally I'm telling you, remember this part. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
See, UPSC is anybody knows about All India Services?
Yes, sir.
All India Services are three. Okay, one is IAS. Okay, another one is IPS, and there is something called IFS, Indian Forest Service. Okay, there will be different examination for this. This is not included in civil services examination. Remember, okay, this is not under the CSC civil services examination. These are not included. Okay, IFS exam will be separately. They will conduct. You will have some service called Indian Foreign Services. Okay, don't worry about this thing. While we are taking governance subject, I will tell you about these services. Okay, don't worry. Currently, this is also one type of service. Okay, foreign services. Okay, this is central service, not all India. All India means Indian Administrative Services, Indian Police Services, and Indian Forest Services. Okay, and remaining 22 services are included along with these things. Okay, and this IFS, Indian Forest Services, will be under All India Services, but they are having separate examination for this. Okay, so for civil services, this prelims examination is there, na? Okay, this prelims paper, if anybody wants to write forest services also, you can write. Don't worry. Prelims paper for CSC, okay, it's common for civil services as well as Indian Forest Services examination. Okay, this is for common. Preliminary paper is common. If you see in that calendar of UPSC, you will see these things. Okay, and remember the dates are already given in the year calendar of UPSC. Okay, you will definitely know when will be the examinations will be conducted. You will know freely before you are getting your notification. Okay, they have a fixed term. So preliminary examination is completely objective type. It is a common examination for CSC aspirants as well as Indian Forest Service aspirants also. Okay, clear? Everybody? Am I audible? Everybody is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So government will give you this, UPSC board will give you this qualifying marks for the GS paper 1. For GS, for CSET paper, you will have a 33% need to be qualified. Okay, and these marks are not included for the merit list. Remember, not for merit list. Okay, and now discussion about if you are qualified for the preliminary examination. Okay, actually notification will come in February or March. Okay, for the applications. So for that, during that time, they will give you 20 to 30 days. Then you can able to apply for this examination in the during the February and March. Okay, and after May or June, okay, May or June, you will have this examination called prelims. Okay, preliminary exams will be conducted in May or June, May ending week or June first week. Okay, most probably if there is any extreme circumstances, it will be postponed, but most probably it will be done under June. Okay, June or May generally, and but last year it is happened in October due to COVID-19 crisis. Okay, now if you are qualified in this preliminary examination, remember students very carefully, if you are qualified in this preliminary examination, you will be gone through for the mains examination. Okay, this is very important. Remember, mains examination is completely descriptive paper, not objective type. You have to write nearly 9 papers under descriptive, morning session and afternoon session. Per day 2 papers you have to write. Okay, morning it's around 3 hours and afternoon also it's a 3 hours paper. Each paper consisting of 250 marks. Basically, remember, mains exam will be 2 types. Remember, qualifying papers also there. If it is possible, you can write this also. Qualifying papers. Okay, you have to write 2 papers. One is local language or language paper. language paper. Okay, and then second thing is English. Okay, completely descriptive paper. Each one is 300 marks, and you just need to get the qualifying marks. Just 35% pass mark is enough. Okay, or they will release the qualifying marks. Okay, just you need to qualify these two papers, and comes to the most important part of the next stage. In mains itself, there is a papers GS1 and GS2 and GS3 and GS4, and there is a something called essay. Okay, these 5 papers are very crucial, and plus there is something called optional paper 1, optional paper 1 and optional, just a second, optional paper 2. Okay, how many papers total? These are 2, and GS papers are 4, 1 essay and 2 optionals. Total it will be 1, 2, 7. Total 9 papers you have to write in the mains examination. Okay, and now I am giving the glimpse about these things. Okay, fine. So remember these things. Local language, your state local language is also needed for the examination, and then English examination. These two are only for qualifying nature. And remember, next one is essay paper. This is under 250 marks. Remember, 250 marks. In that you need to write 2 essays. Okay, in this you have to write 2 essay papers. Okay, it will be, you have to write 2 essays under 1500 words. Okay, each essay consisting of 125 marks. Okay, 125 marks. If you see, I can also show you in this notification table also. Okay, see this one. Yes, part B, this one. See, paper 1. Remember this one, paper 1. Candidates may required to write essays on multiple topics. Okay, now they are giving more than 2 essays, I think so. But till last year it was 2 essays only. Okay, in question paper there is a section A, section B. In that you have to write from section A it will be 4 topics. In that you have to write 1 essay, and section B is also having 4 topics. In that only 1 essay you need to write. Total 2 essays you have to write. It will be under 250 marks. Remember, it is a 250 marks paper. Okay, fine. Can I go to the next paper?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now comes
Yes,
to
sir.
the paper 2, that is our GS paper 1. Very remember, I am giving you a glimpse of this paper. Okay, GS paper 1. Okay, obviously it is a paper 2 of mains examination, but it's generally we call as GS paper, General Studies paper 1. Okay, in this we are having geography. Please write down this glimpse of this paper. Okay, in this we are having geography. Geography means what? We have 3 types of geographies. One is physical geography, physical phenomena about tsunami, about earthquakes, about temperature, about weather. Okay, everything is comes under this physical geography. Okay, physical geography. If you see this anything called like temperature of the continents, and about tsunamis, how the tsunamis will occur, how tufan will come, how cyclones will come. Okay, so how the pressure variations will occur, the environmental conditions of the particular geographical area, how the environment under the intercontinental places, how what are the environmental conditions. That means how the temperature will be vary in coastal areas. Okay, suppose Kolkata is a coastal area. Okay, like West Bengal having the coast area, coastal places. So how the geographical conditions, I mean pressure and temperatures, density, humidity. Okay, how these things vary in this Intercontinental conditions means Delhi is intercontinental. That means it is surrounded by land. Okay, coastal places are near to sea. Okay, the temperatures and pressure variations are vary indiscriminately. Okay, so this is how you have to find this. Okay, just general phenomena. Okay, about universe, about earth, about time periods, about local time zones. Okay, we are having 82.5 eastern longitude time period. Okay, generally in London they are having Greenwich. Okay, 0 degrees time period. So these are the things, basic phenomena. Okay, and how the weather conditions, how geographical conditions vary in valleys and plain areas. So this comes under physical geography. How rainfall will come, how tsunamis will come, how earthquakes will come, how tsunamis damages the given things. How can you recognize the tsunamis are coming? Okay, so these are the physical phenomena regarding physical geography. Okay, simply you need to buy this book, G.C. Leong. I'm not giving complete sources, but I'm giving you simple sources. G.C. Leong is needed for the physical geography, and NCERTs are very important. And okay, fine. I will tell you.
So could you share the complete sources also, if after the class?
If I'm possible, I will share. But I'm taking only polity. I will discuss about the polity in detail, completely. Okay. But currently, I'm giving you small glimpse of the subjects. What are the topics comes under the each and every topic. If respect to faculty will give you the complete sources. Don't worry. If they are not giving, just ping me in the group, Sonal ma'am. I will share you the details, because in my point of view, these are enough. My sources are very limited sources. Okay. In the place of 10 to 12 books, I'm preferring only 2 to 3 books only. Okay. That means you have a good time to read 3 books, comparatively 12 books. Okay. My sources are very limited because of my way of teaching is needed, and my point of view and under my experience, my sources are enough to read about my topic only, that is polity and governance. I don't know about the remaining subjects. I mean, I can't suggest remaining subjects. If it is possible,
Sir,
I will share you. Don't worry.
Sir, sir, for polity, please refer the best book so that 1, 2, 3, so that we can refer and we have a quick grasp on the
Don't
subject.
worry. It will be under our circumstances. So I
Okay,
will
sir.
give you the best. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And
Thank
just
you,
write
sir.
down in geography, the second topic is Indian geography. Okay. Indian geography. And the final thing is world geography. Okay. World geography is basically important for only mains examination. In prelims also they have given world geography, but they are needed only physical phenomena. That means about these tsunamis, earthquakes, okay, cyclones and recent cyclones, how you name the cyclone. These are the phenomena are basically needed for the preliminary examinations. But world geography, it's a few things. You have to go in deep for the mains examination. Okay, this is the syllabus for geography. Okay, which is part of GS paper 1. And there is something called part B, history. Remember, very important, history is the highest syllabus in this GS paper 1. And obviously, if you scale it, GS paper 1 is the having many topics. Suppose in history, you will have a art and culture. Just write down the things. Okay. Art and culture. Okay. I can understand Hindi very well. Okay. बात करने के लिए थोड़ा सा problem तो मुझे. But I can understand Hindi. You can ask anything in Hindi. I will reply you in English. Don't worry. Okay. No need for need English to ask. Okay. Art and culture is also under history only. Art and culture or art cultural forms in ancient history, medieval history. Okay. And also second is ancient history and medieval history. And the most important thing is modern history. That means Indian freedom struggle, Indian national movement. Okay. Everything will comes under this part only. Modern history, very important for both prelims and mains. Okay. Ancient history and medieval history is not that much important for this prelims, but sometimes they are asking for ancient history very well. Okay. Art and culture, they will ask you only 2 or 3 bits only. Don't worry. But this is for mains examination. Art and culture will give you a very good amount of marks. Okay. They are giving nearly 20 to 30 marks and above also they are giving from the art and culture. Okay. I will share you some previous year papers, book. You can able to filterize how much weightage they are giving. Okay. And this is the part of history, and there is something part called post independence history. That means from 1947 after independence to till today, what is the historical background? Okay. Yesterday is also become an history. Okay. Till today, that means 2021 or at the time of examination before the day. Okay. Till that it will comes under post independence history. Post independence history. Okay. So these are the parts mainly they are asking. Most important part of this your GS paper 1, and also it consisting society paper also. Remember this one. See, effects of globalization in Indian society. Impossible. I can open this. Just a second. I'm trying something better. In this, I can write this one. I can mention the things. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Suddenly something has happened.
Sir,
Are you
you
able to
are
see my screen?
no,
No,
sir.
sir.
Oh, just sorry. I think it is suddenly stopped. Now it's okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the notification. Just write down the small topic. I'm only telling you the subject name. Okay. Sorry for this. Okay. And society is also there. That means woman empowerment, social empowerment, secularism. These are the things will come. Society, under society, you will have these things. Okay. These are the topics comes under GS1. Society. Remember, society is also part of GS paper 1 in a mains examination. Okay. And comes to
Sir,
our favorite subject. Yes, tell me.
sir, sorry to interrupt you like this. Sir, I wanted to ask, these topics remain constant for all the years, right, sir?
This year they have given this notification. Na? From past
Okay.
2013 onwards, they are giving only this pattern. Okay.
Okay, so
And
sir,
these topics are absolutely static type. Okay.
okay,
That means
okay,
constant for next year, next couple of years also. Even though
okay,
they are changing the syllabus, they will give you pre-intimation, and also there is no entire syllabus will not change. Don't worry.
okay, sir. Okay,
Whatever the
thank you, sir.
topic they are asking, they are completely from this notification itself. If you
Okay.
compare the past 5 years notifications also, they are giving almost same syllabus, no changes. Only they are giving, they are making the paper is tougher than everything. Okay,
Okay, sir.
here comes to our topic, very important.
Yeah.
Our polity, I mean GS paper 2. Remember, it is some extent it is very easy. Please be unmuted. Hello, please mute the mic. Okay, now comes to GS paper 2, that is GS paper 2, that is paper 3 in your examination. This is comes under GS paper 2. Remember, I will tell you the faster this topics only, what are the lies in this. Okay, in this we are having polity, okay, and Indian constitution and governance governance, and this social justice comes this. Okay, most of the topics are this one. Women empowerment are also, I think so, this one only. GS paper 2, and also something called, yes, something called international relationships. Okay, this is also comes under this paper only. International relationships. Okay, what is the bonds, okay, or relationships between our neighbors, that means mostly with Bangladesh, with Kazakhstan, with Afghanistan, okay, with Sri Lanka, okay, and what are the Asian countries, how they are sharing with us their bilateral relationships. Okay, so this is comes under in international relationships. Polity is our subject. I will talk about this one, and Indian constitution and governance. These three are our topics. Okay, don't worry, we will cover these things. And very important, these three. Social justice is also important. You have to go through that current affairs also, very critical topic. Okay, these are the topics present in GS paper. Okay, fine, clear. And comes to GS paper 3, which lies economic development, that means economics. Okay, environmental studies, that means environmental ecology, environmental studies and ecology, and biodiversity is also, it will come. And also science and technology. Okay, science and technology, and disaster management. And there is very important topic, biodiversity is also comes under environmental only. Biodiversity is also there. Okay, and disaster management, economic development. Okay, remember this thing, very important part. While you are studying the newspaper, these things you have to filter from the newspaper. Okay, if there is a news regarding making the laws, it is under polity and constitution. Okay, if there is a something happened, something, there is a cyclone is occurred, it is comes under geography as well as disaster management also. Okay, this is how you have to read the newspaper. Okay, why I am giving these things, these are the basic glimpse of the syllabus. Okay, that's why I'm giving you this, why it is helpful for you while you are studying this newspaper, because newspaper is very key for this examination. Okay, so next one is security. Internal security is the word, but security he has given in the syllabus. Okay, internal security means India is threat to terrorism, right? Internal Naxalites. Okay, internal protests are also sometimes occurs. Okay, there is a clash between two religions. Okay, and this will be taken advantage for the terrorists, and they will do some illegal activities. Okay, these all things comes under security purpose. Okay, internal security. Okay, anti-terrorism squads. Okay, some special bomb squads, some special intelligence agencies also works under the internal security. Okay, you have some intelligence agencies in India. There is an intelligence agency, it is called RAW, Research and Analysis Wing, and something called IB, Intelligence Bureau, and there is something called CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, and there is something called CID, Criminal Investigation Department. This is comes under law and order also. Don't worry, these two comes under law and order. But IB department and RAW agencies are intelligence for the India. RAW will work outside of the India. IB department, Intelligence Bureau of India, will work inside the India. Okay, there is no role for the Intelligence Bureau for outside. I will, if it is possible, I will take this. If I am taking the security, I will tell you what is the difference between them. And these are present in polity also. Don't worry. In governance, all these topics will come. And there is something called NIA, National Investigation Agency. Okay, this is also very important. Okay, these are the intelligence agencies, comes under the security purpose. If there is any news regarding these things or any terrorism, everything, security is a part. So you can conclude the topic is from security. If it is from newspaper, then check these things. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Fine.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, there is something
Yes, sir, yes,
very easiest paper, some extent. If you read everything, if you are disciplined, there is something called GS paper 4. Very interesting topic: ethics, integrity, ethics, integrity, aptitude. This is not like a aptitude, general aptitude. It is like a problem solving skills of a civil servant. If you are an IAS officer, or if you are a collector, district collector, or if you are a district magistrate, okay, these are comes under IAS only. If you are a head of any local regulatory bodies, okay, I will tell you regulatory bodies, don't worry. Okay, you know what is the highest level of IAS officer role? If you're an IAS officer, you can get the highest position called
Cabinet
Secretary
Secretary.
of Cabinet Secretary. Yes, absolutely fine. Cabinet Secretary, and Lok Sabha Secretary. These are also, and also Secretariat of a PMO, Prime Minister's Office. Okay, these are the highest positions of a IAS officer. Okay, then, and also for IPS, there is a positions called secretary post is also there under the Ministry of Home Affairs, and also DGP for the state police head, Director General of Police. Okay, and also you can work in under all the CBI, intelligence bureaus, law agencies, and this part NIA, National Investigation Agency, all these things. Likewise, okay. So how these people act, okay, how these people solving the problems, okay, everything will comes under this ethics paper. Okay, what to do? Suppose there is a case study. Okay, give me any name of one of your students. Anybody?
Sir, my
The
name is
Simran.
Simran. Okay, yes. There is a Simran. There is a name. Okay. Simran is there. Suppose there will be a question like this. Suppose Simran is appointed as a district magistrate, DM or SDM. Initial posting is SDM, sub-district magistrate, at the beginning of your service after the training of your civil service. After 2 years, you will be posted as SDM. Okay, sub-district magistrate. Okay, so you are appointed in a something special district called any district. In suppose in you are appointed in UP, some district. Anybody can give me any name? Any district in UP? I don't know about you. Varanasi. Okay, Varanasi is a district in UP. So suppose Simran is appointed as a DM. Question will be like this only, absolutely like this only. Okay, don't worry about this thing. You no need to have a special knowledge. You no need to have a special study for this subject. GS paper 4. Okay, it is absolutely scoring paper, and it's absolutely you can enjoy this paper also if you know well about social justice and polity and governance. You can make it a good score in this GS paper 4. Okay, in Varanasi, suppose Simran is appointed as a SDM, initial posting. Suppose what happened in Varanasi, there is a clash. Clash means there is a small dispute between two religions. Okay, I'm not mentioning any religious names. Suppose there is a religion A and there is a religion B. Okay, so it is case come to that Simran. So how can you solve that dispute between the two sections of a society? Okay, religion A, suppose it is a 6. Okay, these are 6. Suppose section B is like a Christians. Okay, so these two people generally having some dispute. Okay, what will happen? The district magistrate is the responsible person to resolve the dispute between these two people by providing the privileges for the both of them equally, because SDM is a neutral person, he is not biased any of the, he no need to, or he should never bias to the any of the religion. Okay, he should be neutral. Okay, neutral from all the political aspects also, as well as all secular aspects also. Okay, that's why we are called secular state. Okay, the secularity or secularism is already guarded by our civil servants. Okay, this is how the system works, and this is how the question will give. Okay, then you have to mention the points. Okay, some privileges or some points or some laws you can make for these two people, and you can able to resolve this issue between the two sections of the society for the welfare of the society. Okay, if suppose there is a no discrimination of the woman is occurring, okay, in your district, then what will happen? Then district collector will give the orders to secure more security for the woman. Okay, they will order, they will give pass this GO to okay, arrange the special securities, okay, arrange the special protocols. Okay, like this they will give you some instructions to the district police or law and order police as well as individual governing bodies also. So this is how ethics will be there. There is a some dispute, that means there is a problem between ethically is occurring. So how can you handle the situation? You have to give your own opinion answer, but it should be neutral. Okay, suppose Simran is appointed as a SDM. Okay, or else suppose she is selected for IPS, she appointed as a DSP, deputy superintendent of police. Then what happened? There is a something above, that means higher officer or a political person is making you bribe. Suppose they corrupt, actually your seniors are maybe some extent, I'm taking the critical cases. He is taking some critical exam, I'm taking just critical example. Suppose Simran senior is very corrupt. Okay, you are under this corrupted police officer some extent. Okay, so then what happened? How can you handle this person as your senior? Okay, without doing any corrupt issues. Okay, your senior is already corrupted, but you are not corrupted person, you are a committed person, so you have to handle the situation. Okay, you can also complain to the other body. Likewise only questions will come, ethics paper. Okay, clear? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, this is the only the syllabus. Okay, ethics, aptitude, integrity, these are the things comes only in this ethics paper. Okay, that case studies I will tell you, don't worry. After my governance I will take ethics if it is possible. Okay, after May I will be free, I mean from June onwards. If it is possible I can take longer hours of regularly classes, and in that time if it is possible after governance I will take the ethics paper also. Don't worry, it will be fully enjoying paper. Okay, then comes to the very important top paper called optional. Okay, optional paper, remember, I think it is only one subject, only one subject. You have to write two papers. Somebody don't know about this one also, that's why I'm telling you this. You have to write paper 1, optional paper 1 and optional paper 2. Okay, you have the syllabus in the same notification. Okay, if you go through the syllabus, you have a complete syllabus in this. Okay, after GS papers there is a optional paper, agriculture, from starting with the agriculture. Okay, see this one. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
చెప్పురా.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నావా?
మీరు ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నారు సార్.
ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నాను సార్.
అయితే నేను అలాగ వస్తున్నాను సార్.
సరే, వస్తే అలా షాప్ లో ఇచ్చే పార్సల్.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, సారీ. Okay, fine. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
see
sir.
this
Yes,
one.
sir.
For MBBS students, some extent they can also. Don't worry, one more thing. If you are from a engineering background, okay, you are not restricted to take any of this humanity and science subjects. Okay, you can take public administration, you can take political science and international relationships as an optional subject, and you can also take history, geography, whatever the subjects they have mentioned here. Irrespective of your graduation, you can take any one of the subjects.
So
Okay,
what is
suppose
best
I am from mechanical engineering. What?
Sir, for
Somebody asked
MBA
me.
students, sir.
subject for commerce students?
It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. Select any one of the subject. Suppose I am from mechanical engineering, I have an optional syllabus in this also. Okay, they have mentioned mechanical engineering as an optional subject also. So, but I'm choosing public administration, which is comfortable for me. Okay. Likewise, if you are an MBA student, even though you are a PhD student on anything, you can take any subject out of these things. You can take your language subject also. They have given everything. Okay, botany subjects and this no anthropology. Some people will take regularly. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it is regarding that apart from English, sir, we need to take another language, I believe. So, sir, my
Yes.
mother
Your
tongue
law.
is
Yeah.
Hindi. So, sir, I
Yes.
need to give one paper in Hindi as well then.
Yes. In that qualifying papers too are there, na? In
Yes.
descriptive papers, mains examination, there is a language paper as well as English paper.
Okay.
This
So,
is the
sir,
only
in that
thing nature
language
you need to
paper,
get 35% of marks.
okay. So,
Yes.
sir, I need to be very fine with the grammar and all the written parts, that mean.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes. No need to that much. You just go through the previous papers. Okay. You will have some idea. Definitely, it's not that much difficult. Okay.
Fine, sir.
There is no specific language for the specific syllabus for that. Okay. They have given mentioned this syllabus also in this. Okay. Any of the local language in this in under schedule. Okay, that is mentioned in Indian Constitution. There is a 22 languages are mentioned. Okay, out of that, any one language you can write. Okay, my mother tongue is Telugu. I am writing the Telugu. They simply give some essay in English. Okay, in previous year papers, I observed that. In while I am writing also, they have given one essay in English. Please translate this into Telugu. That's it. They have given some words in English. You just need to convert into Telugu. That's it. You need to convert into Hindi. That's it. Not much. There is a basic grammar up to 10th level only. No need to worry. Okay, if you are taking any language, it will be up to your 10th level, matriculation level. Simply, if you know. Okay, if you are from any background, CBSE or state syllabus, up to 10th level language, they will ask. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just go.
Thank you.
They are very easy. Okay.
So what is the preferable choice for in optional subject for commerce student?
Telling it is a personal. Okay, that's why telling any of the subject you can take if you are comfortable with that. Okay, and this is very there is a lot of myths are there regarding optional subject, but don't believe that myths. Just go through the syllabus of the particular optional subject if you and also previous papers. Okay, if you are comfortable with that, then only choose the one optional paper, because optional paper is the decision paper. You can get more. See, optional paper is around two papers, na 250 plus 250 marks, around 500 marks. You can score more than 300 marks in optional paper if you are best at that subject. Okay, if you are getting 300 marks, remaining subjects only getting 100 marks, it comes around 800 marks. Absolutely 800 marks. You are absolutely eligible for the interview. In interview, you will have a minimum qualifying mark. You will get at least of, if you are good enough, you will get at least of 225 to 125 to nearly 180 marks easily. You get. Okay. If you are crossing 900, 925 to 1000, please be silent. Please don't disturb.
Sir, can you explain again the marks criteria for the interview part?
For the interview part, it is 275 marks. Okay. Okay, it is a 275 marks. Okay,
Sir, like
personal
for the
interview is
9
absolutely
papers,
for the 9 papers. See, I will divide these things for you.
yes, sir.
Okay, check this. Check this. Initially, for mains examination, okay, qualifying papers are 2. Okay, language and English. Okay, these are 300 marks, 300 marks, but no need for any merit list. Okay, they are not calculated for the merit list. And comes to essay paper, okay, it is 250 marks. And GS, please mute your person. GS2 and GS3 and GS4 ethics, and then optional paper 1. Okay, optional paper 1 and optional paper 2. Okay, each and everything is a 250 marks. Remember, 250 marks. You can 250 marks each one. In this, who is that making a lot of noise? See, in this, students, all of you, remember, this is very critical. You can score maximum of essay and optional papers. Okay, these are very crucial topics. And also you can score in ethics GS paper 2 or GS paper 4 also. Okay, out of these, whatever the syllabus you are reading, these are comes under. What is the disturbance? Please unmute. Please mute na. See people, anybody?
Sir,
Is there
everybody is mute actually.
some sound?
So you can mute from your side. Please check who has not unmuted and who has not muted the mic. Please unmute from your side. Mute from your.
Yes, these are the person. A second. I will mute. Vamshi, I can't able to mute you.
Sir, only host can mute.
Yes, sir. Meenakshi ma'am is the host.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now, listen. Very important this one. Okay, next couple of 10 minutes. Okay, couple of minutes you have to be alert. Okay. See, whatever the syllabus you are watching in everywhere, it is only between these things. GS 1, 2, 3 papers only. Economics, geography, history, whatever the syllabus is coming under these 3 papers only. Essay paper is a general type. Whatever the topic they will give, you have to elaborate in 1500 words after 2 essays. Okay, they will ask you whatever it may be, one quote will give. Okay, likewise only you can score maximum scores. Okay, very scoring papers are essay paper and optional papers. Okay, optional papers, and GS4 also you can get a good score. Okay, if you are scoring more than 300 in optional paper, it is very easy to score. Okay, remaining things you just need to score only 100 marks. Suppose I'm giving you a blind pattern. Okay, 100, and ethics also you can get at least of 120, and also you will get essay paper also you can score more than 130 easily. I'm just giving 120. What is the total marks here? You are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 840 marks, right? 840 marks. You are absolutely eligible for mains for interview examination. Sorry, interview personality test. Okay, in personality test it is around, for PT personality test it is a 275 marks. Okay, if you are getting, if you are close enough, you will get easily 150 marks. What? 150 marks. See, this is the key to the examination. This is the key to be in the merit list. Just you are getting 90 marks. That means above 900 marks according to your category. If you are wherever between 900 to 1000, you will get any one of the service out of 22 services of examination. Is that fine? Are you clear? If you are
Yes.
scoring more
Sir,
than
he
900 to 1000, 900 to 1000, you will get one service. Okay. but topmost marks will get the best services. Remaining services will be under railway personal services, audit services. That service is also there. You can clear the examination. That means you will be under merit list, but it is only under merit list. You will get IPS and IAS. Okay, so it is depends upon your merit list. Okay, but if you are scoring wherever between 900 to 1000, if you're 1000 plus, you will get a good score. That means you will get a best service as per the competition. Okay, fine.
Yes,
Is
sir.
this fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So remember to score in mains examination. Absolutely. So mains examination purpose is you have to score the best. You have to give the very good answers in terms of descriptive papers only. Mains examination is the merit listed paper. Okay, in that only, if your personality test is common to everyone, and mains examination, there is something called optional paper. Okay, this optional paper is very individual to everyone. Okay, suppose I am interested in public administration. Okay, I am have a strength in the public administration, so I'm going through with the PubAd subject. Okay, public administration. Somebody is wants to take PSIR, political science and international relationships. If he is strong enough, he will get the public administration. Remaining all papers are common to everyone. Only optional subject and personality test interview is completely independent. Okay, you can write PSIR in your subject manner only. Okay, fine. So these are the scoring topics. I'm giving you very glimpse idea. GS take in absolutely general manner. Okay, general studies paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 are you have to cover everything, and also you have to be knowledge enough to answer the papers, answer the questions in the preliminary and mains examination, and also remember very important, maximum you can get only up to 120 140 marks only. That more than that you can't get it. And check everyone. Okay, check every topper in the civil service examination, even though rank from 1 to 10, 1 to 100, their scores are very high in optional subject, interview, as well as essay and ethics paper, GS4. They are very scoring papers. Okay, these people are taking very important to this optional subject. So please be careful while choosing the optional paper. Okay, even though you are from any background, commerce, arts, okay,
Sir,
science background,
hello.
technical background. Yes, tell me.
Sir, for essay, we have to, means how will prepare, sir, for essay, sir? Or we generally take essay book and like what is the
No.
preparation method?
Like it is simply you need to practice for a weekly one essay. Okay, they just go through the previous year papers. Okay, they will
Okay,
give you
sir.
one quotation. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
like somebody given, suppose Mahatma Gandhi has given some one quote, motivational quote. How can you elaborate that quote in your point of view? That's how they will give. Okay, suppose there is a statement.
Okay, sir.
Suppose women empowerment is very crucial for our future generation. This is the statement. Okay, that's the statement. That's it. In question paper, he will give you that one or two, that single line statement only. You can able to see. You have to elaborate that one
Yes.
with your own examples. Okay, under 1500 words. Remember, 1500 words. Recently, there is something happening also in some of the candidates got negative marks. Okay, so careful. From the last year only, I see that negative marking in mains examination. There is no negative marking still now, but last year it is appeared in the results, mains results. Okay, there is a negative marks is also there allotting. Okay, that means poor handwriting, writing negative quotations, something like that only. But most probably don't bother about the negative marking. Just give your own opinion, practice well. That's the only key. If you want to make a good answer, you have to practice well. Okay,
Yes,
can I have
yes, sir, yes.
another
Thank
15
you.
minutes?
Okay, sir.
Sonal
Okay,
ma'am?
sir.
Hello.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then, okay, this is the paper. And one more thing, very interesting thing, don't worry about the interview. Okay, they only test your intelligence and problem solving skills and how you are acting, that means for the problems, and how you are practically thinking. It's very fun. Okay, personality test is very absolutely fun type. Okay, they won't ask very heavy questions, everything. They will ask you very simple questions. Okay, and one more thing, very important, if you are a first attempt person who reached the interview, and if you are young enough, 21 to 23 age between, it will be very fun. That means they won't ask you any questions. Okay, one of my junior, he attempted in his final year, 21st. That means he is almost 21 years only at the time of interview, and he got the interview in first attempt. Okay, you know, basically interview will go approximately 30 minutes to 140 minutes or 120 minutes. Okay, but for that my junior, he just for 12 minutes of interview. Okay, there is 6 members in the board, in that interview board. Okay, you will be surrounded by nearly 1 psychologist and 4 members or 5 members of senior most IAS officers. Okay, from the UPSC board. So in that, my friend got nothing. They asked only a few questions, general questions. How are you? And what color you prefer? How you came here? He is from basically from Rajasthan, I think so. Yes, Rajasthan, and from university, and he gone there for the interview. How you travel from train or flight? You came here. Like that's only just simple questions. What parents will do? Okay, what is the mom? What is the importance in your family of a woman? That means what your mother's role in the family? Are you or your father will consider your mother's decision in during your family? Likewise, only very simple questions, very keen questions, and it is done in 12 minutes. Just 12 minutes, because three out of 5 people or 6 people in that interview board, they never asked any one question also. They just smiled in front of you. That's it. They are giving small smile, and yes, your interview is over. That's it. Okay, that means youngsters and first attempt persons, they thought that they are very commitment to this their goal. Okay, absolutely, it is a fun type interview. Don't worry. But one more important thing is hobbies. Remember, hobbies are needed. Hobbies, they will ask, what is your hobbies? Gardening. Okay, birds watching, photography. Okay, some type of dance, sports, whatever it may be. They will ask you regarding that hobbies. Okay, suppose if you are having a hobby of gardening, what are the different gardening plants? Suppose if you are having a sports, you like to play cricket. Have you ever played any tournamental? They will ask under 16, under 14, or any under 19 or Ranji, any having any district regions. Have you played? Like that only questions will come. And regarding cricket, they will ask you some questions. Okay. So these are the things in interview they do. Okay. And also some case studies also they will ask. That one will discuss in ethics paper also. Okay. Fine.
So you said that like for persons who are under between the age of 21 to 23,
Yes.
very less
Youngsters.
questions are asked to those people,
Yes.
and you
Yeah.
said that they consider them as they're very hardworking towards this goal.
Yes.
But
Yes.
so for people who are like in mid 25 or above 25, like will
Okay,
they
they will
consider?
ask you some critical questions, because it is practically happened in with my juniors also. One or two juniors. Okay, one junior is this one, and he got nearly guess 190 marks in the interview. One of the best in that year. Okay, this for he got IRS actually in first attempt. He got Indian Revenue Services. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and he's very young enough. He just 12 minutes happened. Practically it is happened. Okay, that's why I'm sharing you with these things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Basically they will thought that suppose mid 21 25 people are very also there, if your first attempt or second attempt, suppose you are trying with your own struggles, because everybody's life is very difficult on their own life struggle. Okay, you have to take care of your family and goals, your career, everything is should be under a very plenty of thing. I can understand that. They will ask you the questions. Don't worry about the things. If you are young, they will ask you very less. That's it. Okay.
And sir,
But
one more thing.
overall, they will test you. They will entirely test your practical thinking and everything. Okay, that's one of the person is psychologist in that your board of interview. One person is a doctor. Okay, they will test you each and every aspect of your practical thing. They won't judge you under your knowledge. Okay, they will never ever test your knowledge. Okay, they just ask you about the practical issues. Okay, any doubt?
So one more thing, last question, sir. Sir, so you said that your junior he cleared in the first attempt, sir.
Yes.
So is it like always possible for like for aspirants to clear, or like it is actually feasible to clear in the first attempt, the prelims, the mains, and the interview?
Yes, absolutely. You know Kanishk 2018 batch.
Yes, sir.
2018 batch, All India rank 1, Kanishk. Okay, he's actually, the attempt is literally first attempt only. Actually, it is a second attempt as per the application, but it is a, Kanishk, his father is also IAS officer. Okay, and his father is after graduation from IIT Kanpur, I think so, it's Kanpur or Kharagpur something. And Kanishk is also forced to write this examination by his father. Okay, but he just attempted and gone to the South Korea to work in under Samsung. Okay, under Samsung only. Okay, he got the job
Okay,
in
sir.
IIT in Samsung in campus interview. His salary nearly 8 lakhs per month. Okay, after he working there nearly 4 years, I think so. He worked there for 4 years. Okay, then he resigned his job and came to India and again prepared for 1 year. Preparation period is 1 year, and then examination period is 1 year. Okay, and he got the All India rank 1 unexpectedly. He don't even know he will get that rank 1. That one, surprisingly, he got the rank 1. Yeah, he prepared well in 1 year only. During that year, he is working in Samsung itself. Okay, literally he got in first attempt only. And last year Pradeep, I think so, is the IS All India rank 1 for
Yes, sir.
2019 batch. Okay, he is his fifth attempt actually it was, because he's a regular working in income tax. He's already employed in income tax department. Okay, IT department. He is working as an SA, I think so, sub inspector. Okay, or something post is there. He's regularly working. He's trying for 5 times. Okay, last year he unexpectedly got that All India rank. Okay, it is not depends upon the thing, because he's a regular employee. For Kanishk, he has dedicated his 1 year, 2 years of time after resigning his job. But Pradeep is also prepared. That Pradeep sir is also preparing for everything, but along with his job also. So don't worry about the attempts, but be careful while you are preparing. It is long journey. Don't scare about the attempts. Okay, just give your 100%.
Yes,
If
sir.
you are 100% confident, if you are learning very keen, without doubt, if you are practicing well, you can clear this examination. Okay, don't worry, just hope for the best. Okay, there is a lot of people will give this applications, but nobody will write this examination well. Okay, only some few persons are very disciplined, they're having very good self discipline, and they will prepare very well. Okay, for that persons only they can get, they get into go through
Hello.
these all 3 stages. Hello, yes.
Yes, sir. I have a small question, sir. Sir, I am
Yes.
basically a beginner, sir. So,
Yes.
how will start our this journey, sir? How will start? Because I am a beginner. I am in MBA second year. and I am
Okay.
after MBA I will be free, so I am focusing on preparing UPSC. So how will
Fine.
start? How will start the entire journey?
Yes.
So you explained very well, sir.
Mhm. Okay, fine. So now you know about the pattern. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For the beginners also, I'm telling you, this is the right time to start. Okay. Don't worry about the syllabus. You just need to go through the syllabus, only the key point. I've already shared with the syllabus also. I will instruct my YEF team. Okay, I will ask for them to share the syllabus, these notes and everything. So now you're asking about how to start. Okay, remember
sir.
this one. I will tell you about this one. Just remember, I am dealing with what? Quality subject. I will tell you about my subject. Then I will tell you about overall preparation. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, just 5 to 10 minutes. Be careful, listen very carefully. I am taking polity, governance, Indian constitution. Okay, constitution, which is a part of prelims paper 1. Okay, object 2, as well as mains GS paper 2. Okay, and also if it is possible, I will take ethics. Okay, after this thing, polity, constitution and governance. Okay, so if you remember, for prelims paper, on an average, you will get 12 marks to 20 marks, 20 questions. Each question is at 2 marks. You will get around 24 marks to 40 marks from the prelim, from the polity and governance. Okay, in the preliminary examination. Okay, in preliminary examination, how many bits will come from the polity? 12 to 20. It sometimes it is gone up to 22 also. Okay, if you consider past years, it is already 22 bits they have given. Okay, nearly you are getting how much? 40 marks. It's very huge. Okay, and if you remember, for mains examination, for GS paper 2, it will given more than 100 marks. For polity, polity and constitution, they will give you more than 100 marks out of 250 marks. Okay, for polity, it is a weightage of 100 marks. And also for governance, they will give you nearly 60 marks, approximately, for some 40 to 60 marks. And also international relationships, you will get nearly another 50 to 60 marks. Overall, the bandwidth will be 250 marks along with the current affairs. Okay, this is my polity weightage in your examination. And also polity is helpful for you PT test, personality test. That means interview also they will ask some logical through polity only. And also polity is helpful for you in a ethics paper. Okay, governance is very important for your ethics paper also. And one more thing, remember, if you are anybody taking or wants to take PSIR, political science and international relations, as an optional subject, okay, or public administration, okay, if you want to take any one of these two subjects as your optional subject, please, suppose you are planning, still don't know how the syllabus is, please complete the polity, okay, and constitution and governance topics, and check the syllabus for optional paper and check the previous year papers. If you are comfortable with the previous year papers along with this syllabus and your chapters you have completed in the GS, then if you are 100% sure to take one of the option subject, then go for it. Okay, otherwise don't choose blindly for the optional subject. If you are new to the PSIR or public administration, then just go through the GS syllabus. In GS paper mains, you have to read this polity and constitution and everything, governance. Okay, in optional paper it will be very deep. It will be like a graduation and a master's MA level. Actually, the syllabus will be, but you have to just go through the syllabus and previous papers. After completing the GS portion, then if you're comfortable with, you can go. That's just a suggestion only. I'm giving you guidelines how to handle the optional subject. If you are considering PSIR or public administration. One of my previous student asked for this. So how to choose optional subject? We are planning for PSIR and history. So this is the basic. Okay, any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Sir, is sample answer sheet also available on internet?
Yes, absolutely. Every source, 100% resources, except the future paper. Okay, you will get through online. Okay, just ping me if it is possible. I will get it, or just ask for the Sonal madam or Ria madam. They will share you. Okay. Otherwise, we will plan accordingly. Whatever the resources I am having, I will give it. Okay. If you are planning for these two subjects, if anybody, okay, anyone, if you are planning for the option subject of these two, please be sure if you have to complete the GS portion, definitely, then go through this pattern. Any subject. Suppose if someone wants to take history as an optional, okay. Suppose if anybody wants to take optional as a history, suppose, then just do one thing. In GS mains paper, okay, GS 1 paper, you have the history now. So complete the GS paper first. Main syllabus portion you have to complete first within 1 or 2 months. Don't give more than 2 months for each subject. Okay, it should be done within 1 month or 1.5 months, because you have to cover remaining portions also. Okay, so history first you have to complete from the GS portion, then go through the syllabus of optional paper, then go through the previous papers of optional paper, then decide if you are comfortable, then go for a take it as optional paper as yours. Okay, so now you can able to know how to select the optional paper.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so now it is a nearly April. If you start from today, April, May, June, or July, 4 months you can cover all the main syllabus, at least of NCERT levels, at least of each and every topic from the syllabus. You can cover each and everything. You can at least see. Okay. After that, dedicate at least of 3 months for the optional subject after selecting your optional. Okay, clear? Then at least dedicate at least to 1 month or every weekend for the essay paper. Okay, don't worry. Just if you are very beginner, don't worry. First thing, be alert in the classroom. For my point of view, see, for my syllabus, for polity, constitution, and something called governance. Okay, only one book, Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant plus class notes. Remember class notes. I will make you one notes for you specially. Okay, in this class notes, it will be like a question and answers type. Everything will be given you in a brief manner. Okay, class notes is very important. I will share you my class notes. With the help of my class notes, you have to make your own notebook for the polity, constitution, and governance. Okay, you have to make your own notes. I will give you some sample notes only. That is own written by me. Okay, and one more thing, current affairs from any one newspaper, one authenticated newspaper. Any examples of newspaper? Hindu, Indian Express, Jagran Josh. Okay, you have heard these words. Okay, choose any one, Hindu or Indian Express. Okay, it's up to your choice. I don't make any choices. Make your own choice, Indian Express or Hindu. Any one newspaper is enough. Okay, current affairs you have to split it. Okay, clear? Now it's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So these are the resources. Remember, somebody is asking for, so how to start the polity, attend the classes. Okay, if you want to read before the classes, just go through the NCERT. Only one book, 11th NCERT political science will be there. Okay, Indian Constitution book is there for 11th NCRT. If you want to read, or else it's fine. If you are following the classes regularly, if you are writing your own notes with the help of class notes, okay, if you are updating your current affairs in the notes, okay, it is absolutely fine. You can able to clear this examination as well as the top institutions are they are doing. Okay, you are as per equal to their is these institutions. Okay.
ఏమి ఇచ్చింది మీ చెల్లి పొద్దున్న సైడ్ వేసుకొని కూర్చున్నా
Hello, please mute. If anybody are having doubts regarding these things, resources, okay, you can openly ask. Okay. See, prelims and mains combinedly, I am taking the classes. There is
Hello?
no separate classes for prelims. There is no separate classes for mains. Combinedly, I am taking the classes for both prelims and as well as mains. Okay. Be integrated preparation. Clear? Hello, somebody asking.
Yes, sir. How to read from the newspaper?
Newspaper. Now I have given syllabus now. Some different topics. Okay. Is it
Yes.
or not? Now
Yes.
I have just given some syllabus. That means about the topics. Suppose internal security, disaster management, geography, some topics, physical geography. Okay. This is how I have given. Suppose there is a newspaper. Suppose just see. If once you have mastered with the syllabus, then you will get this things actually. Just wait, I will choose for newspapers. If I am having any one newspaper, then I will show you how to filter the things. I think I don't have any newspaper. Documents. Sorry, I don't have any newspaper currently with me, but fine. Soon I will tell you. Okay, don't worry. If I'm having some time, then I will discuss how to read the newspaper. Okay, at least just go through the syllabus, then try to answer the questions. So try to filter the topics from the newspaper. Okay, you know this thing formulas are came na. Recently there is a controversy between formulas. Okay, so it is under law and order and it is going to the court. Hello, is anybody there?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that formulas are comes under judiciary and everything. That comes under polity as well as economics. Okay. So this is they may ask regarding like this. Okay. Suppose there is a international issue. You know, World Health Organization. You know, recently US elections are happened. Na? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Trump USA elections has happened. Okay, John Biden is a new president of USA. Okay, what is the reforms? You know, something called H1B visa. H1B visa. Okay, this is a very controversial thing happening between India and USA. Suppose what H1B visa telling that if your monthly income is more than 1.3 lakh. Okay, that means 1,30,000. If you are getting more than 1.3 lakh, you will be able to stay in USA. You are eligible to work in USA. I'm giving a simple example, not completely going through that H1B news, just giving you just small thing. Okay, if you are not enough to get the salary less than 1.3 lakh, then you are not eligible for to stay in USA as an employee. Okay, you can go with the visitor's visa or any tourism visa, but the H1B visa is for employees. Okay, for employment purpose, they will issue this visa. Okay, now what you have to do is remember, so this is under international issue. Okay, this will comes under international relationship of India with USA. Okay, this will comes under GS paper 2 under polity, governance, constitution, international relationships. Is it or not? So that
Yes, sir.
topic will be updated in this IR. Just split the syllabus entirely with the topic wise. Okay, polity is a one topic, constitution is a one topic. Okay, international relationships is a one topic. So how will you interpret this H1B visa will be affected for the Indian employee in the USA? That's like they will ask you the questions. Okay, If it is comes into the newspaper, there is opinion, editorials. Remember, in newspaper also there is most important things are editorials. Okay, if they are related to our syllabus, then read the topic. If they are not related to our syllabus, leave it. Just leave it. Okay. If they are, the news articles are not related with any one of our syllabus, then leave it. Absolutely leave it. Okay. Don't make too much ratta. Okay. It will become a dustbin. Okay. Just give the important authenticated news to our own, which is related to our syllabus. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir. So should we make notes from newspaper or not?
What?
So notes
Hello.
from newspaper?
I didn't get anything. Please repeat. Your voice is breaking.
We have to make a note from newspaper.
That was also not needed for my personal opinion. Okay. You know, some competitive institutions are there now.
Yes, sir.
Vision. I'm not encouraging that one directly, but they are giving a very good resources. See, this is a free platform. This is an NGO, but we are giving our 100% as a faculty. Okay, I am giving you as best one as of my experience. Okay, Vision IAS, Waziram, and remaining Subharanjan. So all these institutions are, and also Rao's IAS Academy. These are publishing their monthly magazines free of cost in their websites. Okay, just free of cost. Read newspaper daily. It will give you one understanding about the syllabus, examination, and how can you make one important opinion on particular situation in the country. Formulas are making very disturbing issue in the nation currently. So how can you give your opinion? If you know front and back about the news, then you can able to share your opinion, right? Is it or not? If you know in depth, then you can able to give your opinion. That will come by newspaper. If you want to cover the current affairs, just go through this any one of magazine of reputed institutions. Okay, it's absolutely free of cost. No institute will charge you for this. They will publish their magazines in every month in their websites. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can
Yes, sir.
download them PDF format. Okay, just
Yes,
in
yes.
that with that you can able to make your own notes. Okay, don't
Okay, sir.
waste your time on note making with a newspaper. Just read, try to understand the concept. Okay, try to involve in that particular situation and try to give your own opinion, which is better one without biasing nature. Okay, that's how you have to build. That will be helpful for your interview. Okay, your interview will be same. That practical thinking will comes by reading the newspaper. Your practical thinking while you're answering the mains examination, you will get that thinking, way of thinking. You have to build that answer. You will get by newspaper itself. Okay, clear? Fine. That is the
Yes, sir.
usage of newspaper. Okay, current affairs are very crucial. They will give you one proper agenda or proper pattern to build one opinion, expert opinion. Okay, that's how you can give the proper answer, or that way you can give you one beautiful answer in essay or ethics paper. Okay, in interview also you can give a very smart answers. Okay, clear? There is a one question. You have to give very smart answers in interview. There is a small question. If one person is, suppose two police officers are there, one constable is taking the bribe of 100 rupees, one commissioner, assistant commissioner is taking the bribe of 50 lakhs, then who will be the corrupt? Who will be the more corrupt? Who will be the less corrupt?
Both are corrupted, sir. What's the
Both are
matter?
corrupted.
50 lakh or 100 rupees?
That's it. Suppose one of the person candidate given very absolute answer, sir, if one woman is a pregnant, if she is 1 month pregnant, 3 months pregnant, she is also called as a pregnant woman. And if she is a 9 months pregnant, she is also called as 9 months pregnant. he reverse given the question. Sir, can you answer me who is the more pregnant woman? So that's how he convinced the interview board and he got the very best marks. Okay, that's way you have to give a one smart, beautiful answers. Okay, do not hurting anyone. Even though he's taking 100 rupees, even though some person is taking 50 lakhs, both are corrupted persons. Absolutely. You have to give some good reversal answers without hurting any of the feelings. Okay. Suppose there is a question, why you are choosing this IAS? That is simply given to the one woman candidate, girl. That girl given an answer. Sir, this is my mother's dream to become an IAS officer, and my mother is India. She's simply given that one statement. See, she's treating her country as her mother, and her mother's dream is to see her daughter as a IAS officer, to help other people in our own country. Okay, that's how smart answers you have to do. You can get it. Once you are reading newspaper, you will get very different level of thinking. Okay, that's how you have to build your own thinking actually. Okay, nobody is sleeping, right? I will conclude this session. Okay, one of the beginner is there. Okay, fine. Is absolutely fine, or any doubts are there?
No doubt, sir. No doubt.
Okay, for the beginners, please remember, just try to cover. If you are very beginner, if you are afraid of any one subject, hello, yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, I'm talking about one particular person who asked for the beginner. Okay, if you are afraid of history, please go through the NCERT textbooks. Okay, don't worry. Please
Yes,
go
sir.
through the NCERT textbooks and watch and check for the previous year question papers. Okay, and go
Yes,
through
sir.
the class lectures. Okay, don't afraid first of all. Of course, everybody is writing same examination. Nobody can cover 100% syllabus. Even though it's me, even though it's you, even though it's the rank 1 persons. They are not focusing 100% syllabus. They are focusing up to 80% of syllabus with 100% productive answers. That's it. Okay. First of all, don't worry. Be disciplined for the 1 year or 2 years of time span, and be trustful. Be honest with your preparation. If you are going through one, give more time for reading than listening. Okay, if your class is 2 hours, at least give 2 hours of time for reading also. Okay, if your class is 3 hours, at least give 3.5 hours for the time for reading. Okay, now maybe
Yes,
some students are having holidays, summer holidays. I think after examinations, be focused, be clear, start wherever you are, but start with my opinion, start with polity and economics. Of course, they are very typical, but if you completed polity and economics, you can able to understand maximum of this newspaper articles. Okay, that's how I'm giving you suggestions. That's it. Clear? Any general doubts?
yes.
If once I'm taking my subjects, I will clear you regular doubts. Okay, don't worry, help will come definitely. Trust me. Okay. Any doubts remaining? Everybody, anything you can ask till now. Fine, everybody.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
sir. Sir, thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
I also would like to say that it was a really great session. I'm feeling better because I got to know a lot of things. Thanks to you, sir. Thanks for your time.